Greetings, beautiful souls. So, part two about the pyramids and the sacred knowledge of how they were built and their purpose, as I was expressing in the previous video. So, blessings. This is Diana, Golden Eagle Medicine Woman, sending you unconditional divine love, divine light. So, part two of sacred knowledge of remembrance. So, as I expressed before, so part two about how we destroyed 4 Earths. This is the 5th Earth, okay? So our galactic star families in the first Earth, when they were going through their ascension and having battles with, okay, so we've got the reptilians, draconians, greys, and other species, okay? There was an agreement that our benevolent star nations, which was 15 of them, had an agreement with the reptilians, draconians, and greys. For a certain period of time, they can come to the first Earth, okay, and do certain things. They weren't supposed to harvest humans. They were not to tamper with the DNA. They were not meant to do a lot of things, okay. So what happened? These reptilians broke that agreement, okay. There was, if you want to say, there was like a contract with our benevolent star nations, and so they broke that agreement. And when they descended into this earthly plane, if you want to say, this galaxy called Terra, Terra, okay, the first Earth. So the story of when it says, so-called Bible says, they descended, these fallen angels. Sorry, beautiful souls, to tell you, it is not fallen angels. There's no such thing. It's a false, it's a lie, it's a propaganda passed down generation after generation from the reptilians, okay, beautiful ones. So the reptilians have different forms as well. They do have wings, and they look very much like crocodile. They look very much dragon looking, yet they're not, okay, beautiful ones. So they came down, and they're the ones who looked for the gold. They're the ones who actually did the harvesting of the DNA and the tempering. Alright, beautiful souls. They're the ones who genetically altered with the greys. The greys are the ones who have the knowledge of cloning. So when this occurred was during, so I'll explain, on the first Earth, Lemuria was huge. It was covered most of the Earth, okay, and it was towards the end of the first Lemuria when this happened, and they interfered. How this came about was, so back again it goes and correlates with the pyramids. The pyramids in Giza, okay, is the crown chakra of Earth. That pyramids, those pyramids keep everything in balance, okay. They have the knowledge, as I said, because our benevolent star families, so some of the knowledge was shared, some of the sacred knowledge was shared, and what they did, they had a device. And this device, it slowly shifted the pyramid slightly off true north. And this is what you get now, is that the pyramids are slightly off. When they did that towards the end of Lemuria, okay, the timeline of Lemuria, this is when there was that, if you want to say, like a massive explosion, shifting, and hence we've got, there was Mu, and later on came Atlantis, okay, so you've got Mu, Atlantis, and then you've got Egypt, alright, beautiful ones. So it was late, very late Lemuria when this happened, hence the distortion of high priestesses working for the reptilians. So you've got high priests, some high priests, high priestesses, you've got government officials. So it got, if you want to say, infiltrated by these reptilians, okay. So knowledge, sacred knowledge, things that were benevolent became upside down. And then so you've got that timeline of Muir that goes into Atlantis. There was benevolence, yet there was also this greed, and Atlantis was big as well, yet there was still a lot of distortion. So there came a moment where, because of the cloning, harvesting of all species, into cloning of species, okay, vaccines, all these things was going on during the time of Atlantis. It came to a point where they were harvesting the crystals, they were wanting to create superhuman beings and all these things, and their DNA, they were keeping the DNA cloning for themselves, you know, they're rich. So what happened is there was a massive explosion with the crystals, okay, that destroyed most of the earth. That was the first earth, and we didn't learn from our first cycle. We did it with the second earth and the third and the fourth, and to now the fifth. We exploded the same thing. We learned our lessons, you know, we didn't learn our lessons. So those were cycles of karmic, of the galactic star family with our own immediate karma. Okay, for you wonderful, wonderful souls to understand that there are no fallen angels. Has not existed, does not exist in humanity's history. This was created by the reptilians when they descended here to earth, the first, second, third and fourth and fifth. We are ascending, so physically, spiritually, mind, body, spirit, okay, we are ascending. So these massive battles going on in the ethers. We are you know, you'll see galactic starships. We have galactic star families that are assisting humanity in a multi-dimensional way. Now back to the pyramids. The pyramids are multi-dimensional tool devices. They're in the sacred waters, in the oceans. They assist healing. So when you have gone through the pyramids or those certain temples, there's codes that activate certain light codes, especially the pyramids. The pyramids are not tombs, okay, beautiful ones. The pyramids are designed and created from a sacred tool that God was gifted our benevolent star nations. They took those sacred tools up with them, okay, gifted it back to source. They're created with high vibrational maths 12, high vibrational maths 4 notes, sound notes, sound frequencies, water frequencies. This is why all pyramids on the land, these sacred waters that is connected to planet Anu, which is the Palladians. So Anunnaki means Palladian star beings, okay, from planet Anu, who you are. You are all Palladian star seeds, interceded with other star nations, 15 in total. That's in our DNA, it's in your DNA. We are all star seeds, okay, beautiful benevolent souls. All of us are, no separation. So I'll be doing part 3 to finalize this information of remembrance to all of you. So this is Diana. I am a healer, elder, medicine woman. It's a way of life. I've been born with this gift and abilities. And as we ascend, as we work on ourselves, more of the remembrance comes forward. So lots of love, beautiful divine ones.